I'm going to be honest, I've historically killed a lot of plants. I am not a plant expert. I am probably the last person who should be giving advice on how to keep plants alive, which is why it's ironic that I'm making this video about my secret to keeping plants alive. But I gotta say, it's because I have learned a secret to keeping plants alive. And at this point, there's some plants I've kept alive for like 3 years, and this is the way that I've done it. So if you're somebody that has always dreamed of having beautiful houseplants, but maybe you're afraid to get them because you're worried they'll die, or maybe you have a long string of experiences where your plants have died, this is the video for you. If you're a plant expert, feel free to turn off this video because this video is not for you, but this is a very simple way to keep your plants alive. So hi, I'm Aylin, and this is my channel Slice of Light. If you want to watch more videos on simple living, minimalism, living more intentionally, and building an empowering mindset, then hit the subscribe button below. And if you end up liking this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any plant recommendations or plant tips, please put them in the comments below as well. So essentially, my secret of going from somebody who would kill plant after plant accidentally, it was never intentionally, I tried to keep them alive, to being able to have a number of plants around my home that add this life to the whole space without killing them is a simple strategy, and that is to pick the right plants. I cannot tell you how many times I picked the wrong plants. I remember there were multiple fiddle leaf fig trees that I tried to keep alive, and no matter what I would do, they would just turn like black and gray and shriveled, and I would try to water them more, and I would try to water them less, and I tried to read all these articles online on how to make my fiddle leaf fig survive. But multiple of them died on me, and I couldn't understand why. But I realized there were other plants that I had that easily survived, that in some cases, when I went away on a trip, I could leave for like an entire week or more even, and when I came back, they were alive even after, I think one time there was potentially like 2 weeks where I wasn't around to water them, and they were totally fine. And so I think just identifying what are the plants that are going to be handleable for a person like me will allow you to have these beautiful plants in your home that grow over the years and that people will come over and enjoy. It's funny, sometimes people come over to my house and they say, wow, you've got a green thumb, all these plants, they're beautiful, but it's all a lie. I don't know how to keep plants alive. I just occasionally water them. And I try to learn more, like I'm definitely educating myself and getting fertilizer here and there, getting new soil, repotting, all that stuff is great. And I'm slowly learning more and more over time. So maybe I shouldn't be so self-disparaging, but my point is that the key for me to keeping those plants alive were to pick the right plants. And the plants thus far, at least that have worked for me, are pothos plants, monstera plants, and my rubber tree plant. Those are plants that have been really doable for me, that I think are really beautiful and add energy to the space, but that aren't overwhelming to take care of. They're very resilient, hardy plants, and so I think it's just a really great option. One other smart way to keep plants, if even watering is too much effort for you, is to get dried plants that you can keep in a vase that are really beautiful, but are extremely low maintenance. Like all you have to do is put them there. And I bought these beautiful grasses off of Etsy that I think just enhance the space that they're in. I also bought these beautiful dried eucalyptus leaves that create a really beautiful centerpiece, and they last for many, many weeks. I've had them so far for like 6 weeks, and I think they're doing fine. And then I also love these pussy willows that create a little bit of height to my corner, and they're just really beautiful, but you can either put them in water or you can just leave them dried and they'll just stay as they are for months and months. And so I really think the key to having plants, or that kind of plant energy in your space, is to pick plants that are easy to take care of, or to take advantage of plants that can stay dry. I also think just getting a simple plant that you can care for actually is a really enjoyable thing. You start to develop this feeling of almost like connection to the plant. You feel an affinity towards it. Watering the plants also becomes this sort of mindfulness exercise for me, where I'm just enjoying the process of watering my plants and being in the moment with these beautiful plants. And so I think Getting plants can be a really nice way to add a little bit of extra decor to your home while still not making the home busy. I'd also recommend though not getting way too many plants, because then it can start to get overwhelming as far as remembering to water all of them. And at least as of right now, I'm sure this will change, but as of right now, I keep all my plants on the main floor, so I don't have to like go upstairs or to the basement to water my plants. It just makes it that much easier and that much more likely that I'll get to all the plants to water them. So hopefully this was helpful in some way to those of you who might be looking to add more plants to your space. This is a short one. It's really all I have for you today, but thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.